Ah, Rook.
I thought I'd give you time to settle in.
It's not as though I had much to unpack. All's well. I would kill for a decent cup of coffee, though.
Have you? For coffee, I mean.
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Inrathus. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the Crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
I know Katerina volunteered you to work with us. Are you okay with that?
Did Viago ever consult with you before sending you on a contract?
Viago would barely tell me what the job was beforehand. But I'm not the demon of Virantium.
Katerina was first Talon. You don't refuse a contract from the first Talon. Not if you're smart. But there's plenty of reason for me to work with you beyond that, Rook.
Such as?
I owe you a debt, for one. And after a year in that hole, maybe I'm looking forward to stabbing a god or two in the back.
The crossroads can be dicey, but the lighthouse is safe. Oh, and if you see a spirit around called the Caretaker, they're friendly.
After the ossuary, that will be a pleasant change. You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say he picked the right name.
He's stronger when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice, not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
I admire you. What you've been through would break most people.
I would not give Zara the satisfaction.
Still, you must be a very courageous man.
A very stubborn one, perhaps, but that's kind of you to say. Leave Spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody.
You had me
Candlehop. They carry messages.
Is this for us?
Strange. He wants us to find more.
Got some new supplies. Take a look. Come back anytime.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varric, too, right here in Docktown.
Do you miss Minrathous?
The alluvium makes it easy to get to.
That's not an answer.
Look, I know what Minrathous is.
But it's home.
It doesn't let go easy. I'll give it that. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Bellara's serials, too. All right, let's go.
So, before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me. Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying. Let's get started.
We'll take a paper. Thanks.
Best word in Docktown.
This
right
one
here.
quotes several magisters, several lies.
How did you fall in with the Shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And you're a missing person?
The bypass.
Free
More than one
and
person.
breathing when we
You'll read it here
finish.
first.
The shadows brought me in after that.
So most of the time you work here alone. You like it that way?
It's
Another rebellion? Here's what we know.
But you like us, right?
You're all right. I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
You've got a good eye. I'm starting to think my good neighbours lack taste. Go on, take a closer look. Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Neve.
Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks. I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is it something you're buying, my friend?
Rook. And not unless you deal in poison.
Me? You got the wrong guy. Although I could get you a name. What about you, Neve? You're not here for poison.
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything.
So will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate. Personally.
Don't tell me you're surprised.
I'd expect as much. You're not afraid of a tough crowd.
Draw the right lines, get the job done. It's how you sleep at night. Come on. There's more to see. If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the south side.
You've lived in Docktown your whole life?
Since I was born. Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one is the lighthouse, but it's mine.
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
And that lets you sleep at night?
If I'm lucky.
The latest chapter is here.
We'll take one.
One of Belle's cereals. Great. You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. Save the world. It'll be fun. I should have said no.
The real news in Docktown. Get it here!
Paper. Thanks.
Scandal and enchantment!
I think we've got enough.
Read it here first.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
All right? Yeah. I'm good. Back to work.
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
You! This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
You said you'd take jobs worth taking.
That's what I tell myself.
This one was. The rest we figure out as we go.
Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt. Petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal's serving fish another day. Getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
So you're ready for the worst?
No, but you're not surprised.
Whatever keeps you alive.
Today, it's Hal's fish. I live for Hal's fish.
Small wins?
Small wins. Look who's thoughtful.
Good to see you. Irulan and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed. And don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
So you've had jobs where you killed your target, and then, surprise, they aren't dead.
I've had a demon possess the corpse immediately afterwards. Technically, the target was dead. Try explaining that to the person who hired you. And there was an incident with someone who'd been impersonating the real target for years. We had to renegotiate who that contract was actually for.
So the work's not so cut and dried.
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me.
I love meeting new clients. Anything catch your eye?
potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team?
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me, and I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Neve only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern-toothed dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though. Café Pietra's just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Café Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, have we done enough Three Crows in a coffee shop chatting about nothing to bore the spies?
Just about. The most persistent one gave up when Lucanis started getting all romantic about the roasts.
It's a very good roast. So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
We could be in Virantium in no time with the Alluvian.
It won't matter. Zara's not in Virantium.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katarina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me.
She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Let him. Crow business or not, we'll find Zara ourselves.
Good.
Bitter and sweet, you called that blend. Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
Every kiss is different.
Sometimes a unique pleasure should be just that.
That sounds like the voice of experience.
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
That was before. It's not selfish to spend your time on what matters to you.
Perhaps what matters is who I'm with. How's your coffee?
Dark, complex, and intriguing. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
Aren't these the old folk?
Who's the mystery woman?
I hear she's called Lady Morrigan.
Lot of weird things lurking in the forest. I got the goods to kill most all of them. Come back alive. No coin in dead customers.
If Elgarnon and Gillinan can control people, we have no defense against that.
'Tis true. The gods' workings project element.
Veil jumpers are in trouble. They could use our help, if we can find them. This map is a good start.
So you've had jobs where you killed your target, and then, surprise, they aren't dead.
I've had a demon possess the corpse immediately afterwards. Technically, the target was dead, but try explaining that to the person who hired you.
We'll see who ends this! We're under fire!
End it now!
How's that? So you've had jobs where you killed your target, and then, surprise, they aren't dead.
I've had a demon possess the corpse immediately afterwards. Technically, the target was dead, but try explaining that to the person who hired you. And there was an incident with someone who'd been impersonating the real target for years. We had to renegotiate who that contract was actually for.
So the work's not so cut and dried.
They all wound up dead in the end.
Okay, we all know why we're here, right?
Make sure that the artifacts we calmed stay calmed. We know.
This should be easy. Yanarl, you and Strife take the first set. Irlin and Hamuel take the second. Rook and I will handle the rest.
I'm still a little confused about what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh, of course you are. Sorry, sometimes I forget not everyone spends all their time studying ancient Elven artifacts. We're going to check the crystal alignment, fade connection, and the Lyran reserves.
Has alignment ever been a problem? Even once?
It's not worth the risk. Even if it's only off by a little bit, we know what happens.
Happened once, and we can't even be sure the crystal alignment was why. Look, I know what you're saying, but maybe if
We check it every single time.
I'm sorry. You're right. Sorry.
Forget it.
Are you okay, Bellara?
I'm fine.
It's my fault, really. I'm sorry, Bellara.
Let's go. We want to get back quickly.
Of course.
See you soon.
So what was that all about?
What was what all about?
That tension, it seemed pretty heavy.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Here we are, the artifact vault. Or one of them, at least.
Looks like it's seen better days.
Repairing reality doesn't leave a lot of time for repairing walls. At least until someone falls through a hole in the floor. Random example. Okay, see those 2 power crystals?
Okay, new power crystal is in.
Great, and the artifact didn't collapse the room.
What? Is that a possibility?
Always is. And there we go.
So it's calmed now?
Should be, and it'll stay that way for a while. And in the meantime, it won't tear open reality. Okay, let's keep going.
Sure, sounds good. So it's nice out, at least. You know, ignoring that reality itself is paper thin here.
Hard to ignore that.
Right? Found one.
Great. Bring it over here and put it in the socket.
What did this artifact do? Before it was calmed, I mean.
It would bring flaming rocks down all around it, every 30 minutes. And for some reason, you'd hear chanting while it did it. Not sure what that was about. Okay, reserves replaced, which means there. Everything's looking good. Thank you, by the way, for helping out. You have better things to do, I know.
We're keeping reality intact. That feels pretty important.
Right. good point. Okay, one more to go. Not too far now. Thank you for giving me this chance to help people.
You were already kind of doing that, as a veil jumper.
Sort of, but it was never as big, you know? As grand. Helping you. Well, we're helping lots of people. Everywhere. I like that.
So how do you calm an artifact anyway?
You have to cut it off from its power source, but carefully. Some of them like to try and blow up when you do it.
Rook? What do you mean?
Never mind.
Found the other crystal?
Great, slot it in. There. Done.
Hey, you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Or will be. It takes a lot out of you, all those little magic bits. Not hard, just exhausting. But it needs to be done, and done right.
Yeah, keeping reality from falling apart is important. But other veil jumpers can do this. Why not let them?
Because maybe then I can make up for it.
Make up for what?
For not being good enough when it counted. I'm sorry, I can't. Not right now.
Bellara, I'm...
My brother.
What?
Back there. You asked me why I did this. Why I put myself out here. For him. For my brother. Wherever he is.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up.
It's okay. Well, no, it's not okay. But not because of you. Syrian. That was his name. We were the same, you know? In a lot of ways. We wanted to learn everything. About Elvenon, the magic, the people, all of it. We heard about the Notisterthalin, figured it had the answers, or some of them. Then Arlathan started going wrong. I joined the Veil Jumpers to help people. And he kept looking, kept putting himself in danger. It should have been safe. I know, I checked that artifact 3 times. I guess it should have been 4. Artifact started pulsing. He was too close. I couldn't find my way in. They called him a hero. Wanted to make a statue. They thought it would make it all okay.
You loved him. They loved the idea of him.
They never knew him. Not really. Didn't know why he did what he did. Syrian, he felt responsible. For our people. For me. My little brother. He thought he needed to take care of me. He called me Vora Shivan. Hummingbird. In Elven. Said it was because I could never sit still. But he loved me for it. Said it kept him thinking. Trying to keep up. And he helped me too. He kept me focused. Anchored. And now he's gone. Because I wasn't good enough.
It's not your fault. You have to know that.
Why does it feel like it was?
You lost someone important. Guilt's part of that. But if you don't learn to get past it, you'll drown.
I wish it were that easy. I've tried. Told myself I couldn't have done anything, and my head believes it. But my heart doesn't. So I try to make up for it. Honor him. Learn about our people. Find the truth. Maybe when I do, I'll feel it.
Feel what?
That he forgives me. And that I deserve it. We should head back. Rook? Thank you for being here.
Got company.
Understood.
Don't cross a crow. Got to move. Target.
Be ready. Time to work. We need to close it.
This is where Taynor was headed. There's blight here. She didn't mention that.
I was not here before.
That relic ended up blighting Oros. Didn't make it. But it seems he managed to destroy the relic. Taynor and Gus must be out here somewhere. We'll keep looking. Darkspawn. Wait, that? I think that's Tainor. So sorry, Tainor. You didn't deserve this. One more Veil Jumper to find. The tracker, Gus. Let's hope we can still save him. That there, by those bushes. A collar? This says Gus. Wait, the tracker Tainor talked about was a Nug. Oros' companion Nug. Let's get you home, little one.
Trouble.
Got it. Counter charge.
Got us from a distance!
Snipers!
Cat's got it!
They're all yours!
Got us a range! Watch it!
Everyone still alive?
I hope Taynor is all right. I haven't seen her in days.
Enough bell jumpers to handle this. We'll need help.
Agreed. But first, we need to get a handle on what exactly is happening out there.
It changes by the hour.
Better than by the minute.
That's Gus. I wondered where he was. Haven't seen Oros or Taynor in a while either.
I'm sorry. Gus was the only one I could save.
Oh, creators have mercy. Poor Gus. Do you think he understands? I suppose I'll look after him now. Oros wouldn't want him to be lonely. Thank you, Rook.
sail.
That cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
That's the fade going right to your bones.
Darkspawn, let's clear them out.
On the job.
If the Darkspawn are here, the blight on this island must be running wild.
The gods want this place. They do not care how they defile it.